Did you know that German is the 11th most widely spoken foreign language in the world? And we at Language Fluent aspire to increase that number. Hello Lieblings! This is 𝙤𝙬𝙪𝙧 and you are watching Language Fluent. We at Language Fluent teach 16 plus foreign languages and also provide with translation and interpretation services. To learn German with us officially, enroll for our course today. Links in the description. With that said, jetzt gehen wir weiter. Let's get right into it. Sit tight as I take you through the basic German in just 15 days. German or Deutsch is the official language of Germany, Austria, and is also prevalent in other parts of the globe. There are 130 million German speakers in the world, so to say. Talking about commonalities between English and German language, there are a lot of commonalities between the two, while they also differ on various grounds. For example, German has all the 26 alphabets starting from A to Z, while it also has 4 extra German characters. 3 of these characters are called Umlauts. Actually, Umlauts are the 2 dots which are used in German to pull 2 vowel harmonies together. So, the 3 vowel harmonies that we have in German are called E, E, IO, IO, IU, IU. And these 2 dots or these umlauts only appear over these 3 alphabets, namely A, O and U. The 4th character that we have with us is called 𝙤𝙧, 𝙤𝙧, and it gives out the sound of double S or S, S. Now, talking about the commonality between the English and German language, both of these languages share a common origin, which makes it a lot easier for English speakers to immediately start writing in German language once they decide to learn it. Both English and German share the same 26 alphabets starting from A to Z and also the similar grammatical rules. For instance, in English, the word changes based on the tense, like from drink to drank to drunk. Quite similarly, in German, the tense changes from trink to trank to getrunken. There are lots of such similarities between other grammatical rules in English and German. Alright, now did you also know that there are a lot of similar sounding words in English and German? A lot of German words are used in English language and vice versa. You'll be surprised to know the number of German words you use in your day-to-day life without even knowing. For example, the word Angst, Angst, used in psychology is a German word. So, in our English context and in psychology, it pertains and refers to an emotional state of fear and anger, while in German, Angst means fear. Okay. Another example of the same is the word pretzel. Who doesn't recognize that delicacy? Now, moving on to the words that we use in our day-to-day German language, which are of English origin. Now, these are, for example, number 1, computer. The only difference that we have is in the pronunciation. In English, we call it computer, while in German, we call it computer. Computer. Another example for the same is the word album. Now, the English word album is also used in German and it's called Album. Album. You see, a lot of similarities. Another very interesting similarity between English and German language is that both of these languages follow the Arabic numeric system. Yes, that's absolutely correct. For example, in English, the counting goes something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now, in German, we follow quite the similar pattern. So the counting in German goes something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, after 10, that is after the 10, we say 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yes, that completes our 20 in German. So if you paid attention to what I said just now, the teen of English, that is 13, 14. So the teen of English is replaced by the 10 of German. 13, 14, 15. Yeah? Catch the similarities? Now, coming on to the next very interesting similarity is that both English and German offer excellent employment prospects. You see, there is a need for more and more German translators. As the world of globalization is expanding, people are exploring new horizons, especially learning new foreign languages. And English, of course, we know, there is no survival without the English language. Yes, the basic method of communication. Now, coming on to the final and most important commonality of them all. Are you ready to know what that is? The most common and most excellent and important commonality between the two languages is that we teach both the languages at Language Fluent. So come on, sign up and enroll to study from us. Come, my dear viewers, let us slowly and steadily get into the world of German alphabets. That's right. Let's learn how to speak the German alphabet, or the alphabets, which can be also called the Buchstabieren in German. Alright, we are going to move slowly and steadily towards the pronunciation and learn how to speak each and every alphabet, and along with that, I will tell you one German word associated with each of the alphabet. Let's do that and get on to it. Let's start with our practice today. The first one is A, and the new vocab or the vocabulary that I would like to share with you guys for A is arm. Again, if you notice the commonality, arm and arm in English and German are the same, arm. Let's move on to the next alphabet. B, and the vocabulary for B is Buch, and Buch means a book. Alright, then C in German is pronounced as C. If you pay very close attention to the pronunciation, there is a slight short T in the beginning of the pronunciation, which is very essential to sound more German. Alright? So it's very important to never forget the C while pronouncing the C in German language. Okay? So the pronunciation goes something like C. Okay? And the alphabet that we have from C is computer. If you paid attention towards the beginning of the video, we discussed in detail about the computer of English and the computer of German. Alright, let's move on to the next alphabet, which is E. So E in German is pronounced as A, and the vocabulary I would like to share from the alphabet E will be elephant. Elephant. You see another similarity between English and German? The only difference here is between the pronunciation and the spelling of the two. So elephant in English is ELEPHANT, but the elephant of German, on the other hand, is elephant and is written as ELEFANT, elephant. Moving on to the next word, we have the F. So F in German is F only. You see, again another similarity. The word that I would like to share from the alphabet F is Fluss. Fluss. Fluss in German is a river. The next alphabet for us is the G. So G in German is pronounced as G, G. And the word that I would like to share for G or G is the term gehen. Gehen. Gehen is a verb in German which means to go anywhere, to go. Then the next one is H. So H in German is pronounced as ha, ha. Now the word that I would like to share for H is Hund. Hund. Now this one is my favorite because I'm an animal lover, and Hund means a dog. Hund. Okay? So what do we have till here? We have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Alright. The next alphabet for us is I. So I in German is pronounced as E, E, and the vocabulary for the same is ideal, ideal, which actually means idle in English. Moving on to the next alphabet. The next alphabet for us is what? J, that's right. So J in German sounds nothing like J, believe me. J is actually pronounced as yacht in German. Yacht. Y-O-T, yacht. So it sounds more towards a Y rather than a J. You see what I mean there? The example for the vocabulary for the same is Jacke. Now spelling of Jacke is J-A-C-K-E. Jacke. Okay, but Jacke is wrong. You have to pronounce it as Jacke, Jacke. And Jacke in English means a jacket. Okay, that brings us to the next alphabet, K. K in German is pronounced as Ka, Ka. And the vocabulary for the same is kalt, kalt. Then comes the L, M and N. Now here's the interesting part. L, M and N. All three of these alphabets are exactly the same in German as we have them in English. So L is L only in German. M is M and N is N. You see? Easy. Similarities. The vocabulary that I have for L is Liebe, Liebe. Liebe in English means love. That's right. Liebe. Okay? Then M. M. I'll give you another very simple vocabulary for the same. M. For M you can say mouse, mouse. Now the English and German mouse are the same. The only difference is in the spelling. The mouse of English is M-O-U-S-E, mouse. Whereas the mouse of German is M-A-U-S, mouse, mouse. Okay? Moving on to the next, that is the N. For the word N, I have 9. 9. So 9 is not the digit 9, but rather 9 in German means no. No, 9. Now, the next alphabet for us is O. So, O in German is pronounced as O, O, and the vocabulary for the same is Ohe, Ohe, and Ohe means air in English. Moving on to the next alphabet, we have P. So, P in German is pronounced as P, P, and the vocabulary that I would like to share with you, please pay close attention to this one. The vocabulary for P is Pferd, Pferd. Now in this word Pferd, the P or the P is silent. And what we have left is Pferd, Pferd. And Pferd means horse in English. Okay, moving on to the next alphabet, we have Q. So Q in German is pronounced as Q, Q. Okay, and the vocabulary for the same that I would want to share with you guys is Quelle, Quelle. Quelle in English means source. Source in the sense of energy source, wind energy, water energy. So, source. Quelle. Moving on quickly to the next word, we have the R. Now here is the catch. German is known for this harsh endings and use of a lot of throat work in German. So, the R in German is pronounced as Ehre, Ehre, Ehre. You see, the behind part of the tongue touches the upper part of the mouth and then you curl it a bit and speak right through your throat. So it sounds like Ehre, Ehre. You see? And the Ehre has an example for you here for the vocabulary. The example is Rad. You can just say it as Rad if you're having a tough time pronouncing your Ehre. But you can watch my video over and over again and try to practice it. Yeah? So, the word again is Ehre. And the vocabulary that I showed and shared with you is Rad. You can either call it Rad or you can say Rad, 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 Rad. Yes? Alright. Let's move on to the next alphabet. The next alphabet for us is S. So S gives the sound of S only. S. S. Okay? And the vocabulary that I would like to share with you guys is Sauber, Sauber, Sauber. Sauber means sober in English. Moving on to the next alphabet, we have T. T is Tee, Tee in German. And the vocabulary for the same is Tag, Tag. Tag in English means day. Okay? Now, going on to the next alphabet, we have U. U is pronounced as U, U. And the vocabulary for the same is Uhe, Uhe. So earlier we did Ohe and now we are doing Uhe. Uhe is a watch. That's right. So Ohe and Uhe. Okay? Now, moving on to the next alphabet that we have. So the next one that we have is V. So, V in German is pronounced as V. So if you recall, we did J. So J was yacht in German. Similar to that, V is nothing close to V in German. It's actually pronounced as V. V. And the vocabulary that I would like to share with you guys for V is fear. Fear. Fear means 4, the digit 4. Alright, moving on to the next alphabet. The next alphabet for us is W. So, the W in German is pronounced as V, V. And if you see, then V sounds closer to the V, yeah? But it's actually pronounced as W. You see? So W is V. And the example that I have for W for you guys is wine. Wine. Wine is the wine that we drink in English also. Similar to that. Moving on to the next alphabet, we have the X. So X in German is pronounced as X. X. And the example for that I would like to share with you guys for X is xylophone. Xylophone. It's very similar to how we speak it in English as well. Yes? Absolutely right. The next alphabet for us is Y. So how do we pronounce Y in German? Now, Y in German is pronounced as Y. Y. So now if you pay very close attention to the spelling of the word, then you will identify the two umlauts that we discussed towards the beginning of this video. The character or the umlauts appear over the alphabet U. So the spelling and the pronunciation now become Y. Y. In the German dictionary, there aren't a lot of words that begin with the alphabet Y. So the easiest one that I could share with you guys is yoga. Who doesn't do yoga these days, huh? Okay, that brings us to the last alphabet of them all, which is Z. So Z in German is pronounced as Z. 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 If you paid attention earlier, while we discussed how to pronounce this C in German, I very well told you that C is pronounced as C. The T is very short but very essential. You cannot just go out missing over the T because the T provides an excellent sound. C. C. Okay? So now, when you pronounce the Z, it's very essential that you not miss the T here as well. So while you pronounce the Z, you pronounce it as set. Set. Okay? And the vocabulary that I have for you guys for Z is Zug. Zug in English means train. With that done, did you even realize that we skimmed through A to Z? Simple, isn't it? All you need to do is stand in front of the mirror and practice the pronunciation, talk like a pro. With that, let's go ahead and have a quick recap. Alright, recaps are essential. So, as a quick recap, I would like to mention all the essentials that I mentioned earlier. So, the only important parts is that German is very prevalent in today's time. A lot of people are slowly, steadily moving towards learning more and more German, getting into translation services. Okay? And what we know about German and English is that they have a lot of commonalities, starting from the grammatical rules to the Arabic numeric system. Alright. And speaking about the pronunciations, we have just gone through the R, the Z, the C, the J, the F. Remember? Everything. Just stand in front of the mirror, pronounce it over and over again, and here you are talking like a pro in German. Alright, with that said and done, let us see how much have we understood from this particular lecture. Now, on my screen, you are going to see. Alright guys, here you go. Let's begin with our today's Übung. Übung is a practice or an exercise. So let's begin with today's Übung and test how far have we come together and how far have we worked upon our pronunciations. So here you go guys, practices as far as you can. The first word for the day is on your screens. Your time starts now. Alright, stop. So the first word for you guys is Arbeit. Arbeit. Arbeit means to work or work. Alright, arbeiten is the root verb which means to work, and Arbeit literally means work. Okay? Let's move on to the second question for the day. Here you're on your screen. Stop! Time's up! Yes guys, you're absolutely correct. So the next word is pronounced as Gebirge. Gebirge. Gebirge in English means mountains. Gebirge are our mountains. Okay, that brings us to the third word for the day. Here you go on your screen, guys. Alright, stop. Yes. So the next word was fahren. Fahren. That's absolutely correct. Oh my god, you guys are killing it. Wow, wonderful. Let's move on to the next word for the day. Time's up. So, the next word was super easy, I'm sure, for you guys. After all, you guys are such lovely viewers, yeah, and you pay a lot of attention. So the next word was ja. Ja. Now, even though the spelling says J-A, which should be ja, but it ain't ja, we all know that, yes? So, the pronunciation is ja, J-A, ja, and ja in English means yes, yes. Okay? Come on guys, let's move on to the next word, quickly. Yes. So, what is the word? Oh, that's absolutely correct. So, our next word was what? October. 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 And it of course means the month of October. Okay? Alright, let's quickly move on to the next word, guys. Oh well, stop. So the next word is pronounced as what? Rosa. Rosa. And rosa in English is not the fast that the Muslim keep, but rosa is actually the pink color. Pink. Rosa. Okay? Alright. Then the next word that we have is here on your screen. Time starts now, guys. Absolutely correct. The next word is pronounced as tile. Tile. And tile means a part of something. A part. You can be tile or part of a study group, part of a class. Okay, so tile. I want to take part in it. Tile. Okay, teilnehmen. I want to take part in it. Alright. With that, let's move ahead and go towards our next word. Time up. So the next word, the pronunciation for it is Wasser. Wasser. And Wasser in English means water. Water. Absolutely correct, you guys. Oh my god, I'm so excited. This is getting better and better, guys. Believe me on that. It's excellent. Okay, that brings us to the next word. Let's see who pronounces that first. Oh, that's great. So the next word is pronounced as man. Man. I think that was comparatively easy. Yes? And man in English means man. Man. It's pronounced as man. Okay. That brings us to the last word of the Übung, guys. We got this. It's almost 10 on 10. Let's see who gets that. Stop. Okay. Now, I guess you guys got a 10 on 10 on that. Yes? So, the last word for us was Herz. Herz. I hope you did not forget the tiny T over there, yeah? Herz. Oh, well, wonderful. You know what I feel about you guys? It's amazing. You guys are such quick learners. The pronunciation is on your tips now, I know, guys. Only the thing you gotta do is stand in front of the mirror, try the pronunciation of the alphabets over and over again. Just try to get that accent, yes? Especially focusing on what? The R. Remember that. And also pronounce the following words that I just now shared with you. Okay? Let's see who gets all of them right and who masters their pronunciation in German. So now guys, you know the basic building blocks of German language, and as far as I believe, you are now in a position of pronouncing any German word that you come across, be it simple or easy. All you need to do, stand in front of the mirror, practice your pronunciations. You got this. Do check out our next video of the series, Learn German in 15 Days. If you really liked our video, do let us know in the comment section as to which word was your favorite. Also, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Never forget to press the bell icon. Hope to see you in the next one. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Dankeschön.